You buy the same stuff you've always bought. Coffee in the morning, dinner delivered, a couple of subscriptions, a new phone every few years. Nothing crazy. And yet, by the end of the month, the money's just gone. And you can't put your finger on where it went. Inflation? That's the comfortable answer. But inflation raises price tags. It doesn't sign you up for a subscription. It doesn't split your purchase into 4 payments. It doesn't hide a fee on the third checkout screen. And that's exactly what's been happening. Over the last few years, 6 of your ordinary purchases got quietly redesigned. Not pricier, redesigned. From a thing you buy once into a meter that keeps ticking while you're not looking. I'll walk through all 6. Who's taking your money on each one and how much? The most shameless one comes last. Let's start with the most innocent one. Dinner delivered. You see a $10 meal, you tap checkout, and the charge says $18, $20. Where did that come from? It's not one big delivery fee. It's a stack of charges piled onto one dinner. And delivery is the first line they show you, so you stop counting right there. Start with the part you never see. The restaurant pays the app a commission on every order, 15 to 30%. To make that back, restaurants raise their in-app prices above what they charge at the counter. So you pay that commission twice, once baked into the food, once in your fees on top. And the fees keep coming. Service fee, delivery fee, small order fee, peak hour surcharge, tip. An independent United States analysis found the fees add nearly half on top of the menu price. That $10 burger and soda, $20, easy. And this isn't paranoia. In 2025, the grocery app Instacart paid a $60 million fine in the United States for the fees it hid behind free delivery. You're not paying for dinner. You're paying a toll to 3 companies for the crime of being hungry at home. And the kitchen that actually cooked it gets the smallest cut. Remember why streaming was invented? To kill cable. Expensive, bloated, 100 channels so you could watch 3. Well, they rebuilt it. Shows got deliberately scattered across platforms, each hoarding exclusives, so canceling feels like losing something. Prices went up, and the ads you were escaping came back, except now you pay extra for the version without them. 2/3 of American households are already on at least one ad-supported plan. The average United States family now spends $69 a month on streaming. The cable bill everyone ran away from? About $147. Stack 4 or 5 services, and congratulations, you're paying for cable again. Just split across 5 bills. They sold you the guillotine for cable. Then they rebuilt cable out of the pieces and billed you for every blade. Now count your subscriptions out loud from memory. Then open your bank statement. The average American guesses about $100 a month. The real number, $273, off by 2.5 times. And 42% admit they still pay for something they stopped using. That's not you being scatterbrained. That's the business model. Revenue from whatever you didn't cancel. 8 out of 10 subscriptions sit on autopay, and the whole system leans on you forgetting they exist. Subscribing takes 1 click. Canceling takes 5 screens, a phone call, and a guilt trip. They didn't sell you a service. They sold you a faucet with no handle. It drips while nobody's in the room. Stop for a second. See the pattern yet? None of this got pricier honestly, up front. It all got rebuilt on one template. Turn a one-time purchase into a recurring charge. You thought you were buying a thing. You got quietly upgraded to an account, something they can bill forever. You're not a customer who pays and leaves anymore. You're a meter. And from here, the tricks only get more shameless. Take any pay in 4 button. 4 payments, 0%. Adorable. Watch what it does to your head. $200. Expensive, scary. Maybe later, 4 payments of $50. Sure, why not? Same amount. But your brain grabs the small number and writes off the big one. And here's the proof it works. Stores pay the pay later company 4 to 6% of every one of those purchases, about double what a regular card costs them. Why overpay for a payment method? Because with that button on the page, you put 20 to 40% more in the cart. The button pays for itself with your extra spending, and then the numbers nobody advertises. The United States Federal Reserve says 1 in 4 pay later users has already missed a payment. A year earlier, it was closer to 1 in 5. This isn't an installment plan. It's a spending amplifier the store pays to install at the register, because the small number switches off the part of your brain that says no. And what about your phone? You replace it because it feels old. Here's the thing, it had help. In 2017, iPhone owners caught Apple red-handed. After a system update, older phones started lagging. They weren't broken, the software was slowing them down. Apple admitted it only after the scandal, said it was protecting your worn-out battery. Maybe. But you found out from the news, not your settings. Then came the fines around the world. In the United States, Apple agreed to pay out up to $500 million. France fined them 25 million euros for not warning anyone. Italy fined Apple and Samsung both for updates that degraded older phones and nudged people toward new ones. And that's only half the machine. For 8 years, if you replaced your iPhone battery anywhere but Apple, the phone hid your battery health screen. Swap in a third-party screen. Features got switched off. They only rolled that back in 2024. They make repair inconvenient and expensive right up to where buying new is easier. Which was the point? Your phone didn't get old, it got talked into it by an update. And here it is, the most shameless trick as promised. Take a venue, a photographer, a DJ, call them up. It's a birthday party, 150 guests, here's the date. Write down the quote. Call back tomorrow, same venue, same date, same 150 people, but say wedding. The price goes up. Same work, one word. Not an urban legend. In the United States, NBC's Today Show tested it with hidden cameras. Identical request, and the wedding quotes came back higher. The mechanics are cold. They catch you at the exact moment you won't bargain. Once in a lifetime, the date is locked. Emotions are maxed out. Peak willingness to pay. So that's what they price against. In the United States, the average wedding costs $34,000 for one day. You're not paying for better service. You're paying because they caught you at the moment you won't say no, and everyone handing you an invoice knows it. Now put it all together. Every one of these stories has the same signature. Nobody robs you to your face. The price gets moved to where you're not looking, into fees, into months, into a subscription. And small numbers add up to big ones. The average American subscription stack, that $273 a month, is almost $33,000 over 10 years. An entire car, dissolved into charges you never noticed. Go back to the beginning. Coffee, dinner delivered, subscriptions, the phone. None of it simply got more expensive. Each of these purchases was redesigned to charge you again and again. Even where you thought you were paying once, you didn't get worse with money. The rules got rewritten and nobody told you. Now you can see them. I take money machines like this apart one at a time. If this was useful, like and subscribe. See you in the next breakdown.